Hello guys, I hope you all are doing good. I am Vishaliki Khan and we are discussing the optical communication. Today in this video, we are going to talk about the PN photodiode and the PIN photodiode. How with the help of PN photodiode, we are going to generate the electric current from the optical light energy, or from the photons, we are going to generate the current, which is the displacement current. And how with the help of the PIN photodiode, we are going to generate the current. Which one of them is better and why we have the PIN diode when we have already talked about the reverse biased PN diode in the previous video itself. So now this is how I can make the PN diode. So PN diode is having a P type of structure and here I will be having the N type of structure, right? So now here the P type of structure is connected to the negative terminal of the battery and the N type is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, and here I will be having the load, right? So now here we will be having the depletion region in the PN type of diode as well. So now what happens when light falls near or onto the depletion region? So we are going to generate some current with the help of this falling light. How I have already told you in the previous video. So we have the reversed biased PN junction. You can see the polarity. Now here we have three types of region: depletion region, diffusion region and absorption region. The light can fall anywhere in the absorption region, right? So now in the absorption region we have, let's suppose from here up till here. So when the light is falling in the depletion region, the electron hole pair is generated. The covalent bond is broken and the electron hole pair is generated, right? So this electron hole pair will be present here in the depletion region, and with the help of the drift velocity, they are going to move towards the P type of region and N type of region. So here we just have only the drift velocity. With the help of the drift velocity, they are moving, which is faster. Now let's suppose the light is falling on this region. I said we can fall the light near about the depletion region as well. So when the light falls on this region, we are generating electron hole pair. So this is the N type of region. Here we have already excess of electrons, one more electron is present. But here we have less holes and one hole is present. So this hole, because we have some external electric field also applied, so this hole is here in the minority concentration. It will start moving towards the P side because of the diffusion effect. We know in the diffusion, the material which is present in the minority concentration will move towards the majority concentration. This effect is diffusion, and here the holes are in minority. It will start moving with the process of diffusion towards the P side, right? So first we have the diffusion velocity. So diffusion velocity is present from the absorption region. So let's suppose here I had the absorption region. From the absorption region till the depletion region, we had the diffusion region, where if the electron hole pair is generated, the hole is going to move with the help of the diffusion process, right? In the depletion region, the holes are going to move with the help of the drift velocity. So drift velocity is comparatively larger as compared to the diffusion velocity. So what we want? We don't want this diffusion region. So how it can be avoided, how we can avoid the formation of the diffusion holes? So we can avoid it by increasing the thickness of the depletion region, right? So depletion and diffusion regions are present. I hope you understood both of them. The depletion region is already generated inside the PN type of diode or semiconductor. So light is absorbed in the absorption region, which is present in the depletion region, as well as below the depletion region, which is called the diffusion region. Now when the light falls in the depletion region only, then only drift velocity is present. Whereas when the light falls on the diffusion region, the drift velocity plus diffusion velocity will be present. So the speed of the generation of the output will be dependent upon the diffusion current, which is very slow. So we want to increase the depth or thickness of the depletion region. Now we know the depletion region width depends upon the doping concentration or of the p and n type of junction. If I have more of doping concentration and if I have less of doping concentration, then in both of the scenarios I will be having the different depletion region, right? So when I can control the doping concentration up to an extent only, I cannot make the doping concentration very less or very high, right? I have a limited control on the doping concentration and I want to increase the depletion region width. So average depletion region width in PN photodiode is around 1 to 3 micrometer only, right, which is very less. So depletion region will be having the carrier drift only, but outside the depletion region, the diffusion region. So here we are talking about now about the diffusion region, which is also part of the absorption region. So in the diffusion region, we will be having the carriers which are diffusing to the depletion region. Then after that, first diffusion will happen, then the drift will happen. So we all know diffusion process is a slower process than the drifting. We want to increase the length of the depletion region for the faster response. And how we are doing it? With the help of PIN photodiode. So you can see the V versus I graph of the reverse bias PN junction. I hope you all have studied it in the previous class as well. So when I have very less light, so in the darkness we are going to generate the dark current. So this current which is already present in the darkness is also called the dark current, and this current is present in the low light, and if I have high light I will be having the higher order currents which are generated around 800 microampere. Right. So now coming to the PIN photodiode. What were the problems with the PN photodiode? The depletion region width. So how we are increasing the depletion region with the PIN photodiode. So here you can see this is the PIN photodiode. Here we have the load. This is the reverse bias voltage that we have applied. So now here you can see the P is connected to the negative terminal and the N plus region is connected to the positive region. Right, so this is also reverse bias structure, but here this is the P type of structure. P type of material we know when the semiconductor is doped with the group 3 element, it is the P type of structure. When the semiconductor is doped with the group 5 element, it is the N type of structure. So we have the P type of layer. The N plus type of region means we have the excess of group 5 elements over here, right? So the concentration of group 5 element would be very high. So this is the N plus region. In between the P and N plus region, we have the intermediate region, which is the very lightly doped N region. So I can equate it, or I can nearly classify it as the intrinsic semiconductor only. The amount of impurity or N-type doping is so less that I can call it as the intrinsic layer only, right? So here we have the P region, I region, then the N plus region. So now you can see we have this PIN diode. So now the depletion region has moved or has covered all of the I region and it has moved to the N plus region. So the width of the depletion region, you can see it has moved from the P region to the N plus region. It has covered all of the I region, and this is how we have increased the width of the depletion region with the help of the I region. Right, so you can see this is the depletion plus absorption region, and when I have more area for the depletion region, then only the drift velocity would be present. I am going to get the faster response. That is the thing I want. So to get the wider depletion region, we have N-type material which is doped lightly, and this is similar to intrinsic semiconductor. So this lightly doped N type of region is already called as intrinsic region, and for low resistance we are going to connect a highly doped N plus layer at the bottom, right? So I hope you understood both of the structures in detail. In the next video we are going to talk in detail about the PIN photodiode, right? So its working we are going to see, and I hope you understood the basic things about the photodiodes and the photodetectors. If you have still any kind of doubt, you can put the doubt in the comment now, and I will be trying to resolve your doubt as soon as possible. I hope you like this session. If you like it, please push the like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and please give me your feedback. Thank you so much.